Good day, sir. I am in Mundag taking up base MT2 second year. So for this video, I'm going to explain my answer. So IMDG code 1, part 1, general provision, definition and training, chapter 1. 1.1 general provision, chapter 2, definition, units of measurement and derivation, chapter 3, trainings, chapter 4, security, chapter 5, general provision concerning radioactive material. So part 2, classification, chapter 2.0, introduction, chapter 1, class 1, explosive, chapter 2, class 2, gases, chapter 2.3, class 3, flammable liquids, chapter 2.4, class 4, flammable solid substances liable to spontaneous combustion, substances which in contact with water emit flammable gases, chapter 2.5, class 5, oxidizing substances in organic peroxide, chapter 2.6, class 6, toxic infection substances, chapter 2.7, class 7, radioactive material, chapter 2.8, class 8, corrosive substances, chapter 2.9, miscellaneous dangerous substances, and articles class 9 and environmentally hazardous substances. So chapter 2.10, marine pollutant, part 4, packing and tank provision, 4.1, use of packagings including intermediate bulk containers, IBCs, and large packagings. 4.2, use of portable tanks and multiple element gas container. 4.3, use of bulk containers. Part 5, consignment procedures. Chapter 5.1, general provision. Chapter 2, marking and labeling of packages including IBCs. Chapter 3, packaging and marking of cargo and transport units in bulk carriers. Chapter 5.5, documentation. Chapter 5.5, special provisions. Part 6, construction and testing, packaging, intermediate bulk containers, IBCs, large packaging, portable tank, multiple element gas containers, and road tank vehicles. Chapter 6.1, provision for the construction and testing of packaging. Chapter 6.2, provision for the construction and testing of pressure receptacles, aerosol dispensers, small receptacles, containers, gas and fuel cell, cartridge, liquefied flammable gas. Chapter 3, provision for the construction and testing of packaging for class 6.2, infectious substances of category A. Chapter 4, provision for the construction, testing, and approval of packaging for the radioactive material and for the approval of such material. Chapter 5, provision for the construction and testing intermediate bulk container. Chapter 6, provision for the construction and testing of large packaging. Chapter 7, provision of the design, construction, inspection, and testing of portable tanks and multiple element gas containers. Chapter 6.8, provision for the tank vehicles and road gas element vehicles. Chapter 6.9, provision for the design, construction, inspection, and testing of bulk containers. Chapter 7, provision concerning transport operation. Chapter 7.1, general stowage. Chapter 2, general segregation provision. Chapter 3, concerning operation, the packaging and use cargo transport units and related provision. Chapter 7.4, stowage and segregation of container ships. Chapter 5, stowage and segregation on ro-ro ship. Chapter 6, stowage and segregation on general cargo ships. Chapter 7, ship boom barge on barge carrying ship. Chapter 8, special requirements in the event of an incident and fire precaution involving dangerous goods. Chapter 9, exemption, approvals, and certificate. So, IMDG Code Volume 2, Part 3, Dangerous Good List, Special Provision Exception. Chapter 3.1, General Dangerous Good List. Chapter 3.3, Special Provision applicable to certain substances, materials, or articles. Chapter 3.4, Dangerous Goods Pack in Limited Quantities. Chapter 3.5, Dangerous Goods Pack in Exempted Quantities. So, appendices. Appendix A, list of generic and NOS proper shipping names. Appendix B is glossary of terms. So IMDG code supplement fire. Introduction. First, be prepared. Second, identification and dangerous goods involved. Third, call and suffocate. Fourth, seek advice. Five, evacuation. Six, firefighting media. Seven, dangerous good exposed to fire. Eight, personal protection. Nine, first in action after termination of firefighting. 10, special notes on classes of dangerous goods. Emergency schedule for the fire. So FA, general fire schedule. FB, explosive substances and articles. FC, non-flammable gases. FD, flammable gases. FE, non-water reactive flammable liquids. FF, temperature controlled self-reactive and organic peroxide. G, water reactive substances. And FH is oxiding substances with explosive potential. Fi is radioactive material. Fg is non-temperature controlled self-reactive and organic peroxide. So spillage, introduction to the emergency schedule for spillage. 1. Be prepared. 2. Personal protection. 3. General response. 4. Identification of the dangerous goods involved. 5. Rescue. 6. Isolation. 7. Response. 8. 6. Advice. 9. Materials to be used. 10. Action after spillage has been deal with. 11. First aids. 12. Special notes on specific dangerous good classes. So emergency schedule for spillage is A is toxic substances, is B corrosive substances, is C flammable corrosive liquid, is D is flammable liquid, is E is flammable liquid floating in water, is F is water soluble marine pollutant, is G is flammable solid and self-reactive substances, is H is flammable solid molten material, and I is flammable solid repacking possible, is G is wetted explosive and certain self-heating substances, is K is temperature controlled self-reactive substances, is L spontaneous combustible water reactive substances, is M hazard of spontaneous ignition, is N is substances reacting vigorously with water, is O is substances dangerous when wet, non-collectible articles, substances dangerous when wet, collectible articles. So IMDG code volume I so continuation is Q is oxiding substances, is R is organic peroxide, SS is radioactive material, is T is the dangerous goods with biohazard, is U is gases flammable, toxic or corrosive, is V is gases non-flammable and non-toxic. So is W is oxiding gases, is X is explosive items and articles, is Y is explosive chemicals, and SG is toxic explosive. So that's all. Thank you.